This is a deadly elevator. During the morning rush hour, it was packed with more than a dozen people. To everyone's shock, the elevator failed to stop at the designated floor. Everyone sensed something was wrong as the car raced upward at an astonishing speed. Realizing how dangerously fast it was climbing, people frantically hit the emergency brake, yet the device did not work at all. Panic spread through the crowd, and desperate screams echoed inside the elevator. A young boy was even terrified out of his senses. Suddenly, the elevator plunged downward violently, costing the lives of nearly everyone on board. A few survivors clung tightly to the railings, but they eventually lost their strength and fell down one after another. The elevator kept speeding upward and finally burst right through the building's roof, leaving no one alive inside. This was far from the first tragedy involving this elevator. A few days earlier, a blind man and his husky stepped into the car. When the doors opened again, pitch blackness lay ahead. The dog tried to warn its owner, but the man grew annoyed at its barking. He took a misstep and fell into the void. The dog struggled backward, trying to pull him back up, yet the gap in strength was too great, and it was dragged down as well. Two security guards rushed over after hearing the commotion. The elevator doors swung open abruptly, startling them. One guard turned on his flashlight to check, only to find the poor dog's body. Just then, the doors slammed shut and trapped his head. He struggled fiercely to free himself, but all his efforts were in vain. The elevator started moving again. His colleague tried to pull him out, only to tear his clothes apart. As the elevator kept closing in, the man was forced down gradually, and the outcome was tragic. The continuous strange accidents drew media attention. The building management called in elevator maintenance workers, but a full inspection found no mechanical faults. The elevator was soon put back into service. One day, a group of expectant mothers boarded the ill-fated elevator. All of a sudden, the car dropped at an alarming rate. Before jolting to a harsh stop, the pregnant women tumbled to the ground. The building security noticed the abnormality. This was already the third malfunction that week. They quickly contacted the maintenance team. The women tried to make emergency calls, but there was no sound on their phones, which also had no signal. The temperature inside the elevator kept rising, and they banged hard on the metal doors for help. The maintenance crew finally arrived, yet the doors refused to open no matter what they did. As the heat grew more intense, sharp labor pains hit one mother, and her water broke. Soon after, another woman suffered the same issue, and some even passed out. A guard grabbed an axe to chop the doors open, but a maintenance worker stopped him. While the two argued, the elevator began to descend unexpectedly. Even though its power had long been cut off, everyone was at a loss. The staff hurried down to the ground floor, and were stunned the moment they opened the doors. Fortunately, no harm was done this time. Jeff came to inspect the elevator once more, but still found nothing wrong with any of its systems. Later, a female reporter approached him, hoping to get some inside information. Jeff told her the elevator had been acting strangely, and their team suggested shutting it down for a thorough and detailed inspection. However, the building owner firmly rejected the proposal. As a famous local landmark, the building received tens of thousands of tourists every single day. Jeff and his colleagues had no choice but to leave. On another day, two reckless young men were street racing. They drove into the building's parking lot and crashed head-on into another vehicle. The young man in black was thrown clear. As he tried to get back up, a windshield wiper suddenly lifted up, and he was pulled into the nearby elevator. The elevator raced straight to the 86th floor, and the man was then hurled out of the car. The police arrived shortly after and ruled the incident an accident, yet they were baffled. How could the 12-centimeter thick tempered glass barrier be shattered so easily? Inside the building's nursery, a room door opened without warning. A little girl wandered over to an elevator, but its door snapped shut right before she could step inside. She tried another elevator nearby, only for its doors to close just as quickly. She ran back and forth between the lifts several times, until the middle elevator's doors slowly slid open. The car rose gradually, leaving a strange narrow gap. A teacher heard the girl's cries and came out. The child escaped unhurt, but her doll was badly damaged, seemingly crushed by something inside the elevator. Later, the building owner got on the elevator. Suddenly, a red liquid dripped onto his shoulder. He looked up toward the dark ceiling hatch and spotted a strange figure. Terrified, he scrambled to climb out. Just then, the female secretary walked over and discovered the body belonged to one of Jeff's workmates. The management pinned all the previous accidents on the deceased man, branding him the culprit. Jeff refused to believe this cover-up story. He looked through all relevant files, while the female reporter also came to him with crucial footage, the surveillance video from the parking lot accident. What made the footage even more eerie was the timeline. From the moment the young man was pulled into the elevator to when he was thrown out, less than 2 seconds had passed. A normal elevator would take at least 40 seconds to reach that floor. The pair finally uncovered a major clue. Records showed the elevator's designer was an expert in biology and computer science. who had been dismissed from the military for embezzling government funds. Coincidentally, this man had also attended the press conference days before. To uncover the truth, Jeff snuck into the elevator shaft. He connected a backup power supply, and the elevator began to rise floor by floor. On the shaft walls, he found a sticky, unknown residue. He used tools to pry open the control compartment, and was shocked to see a beating human heart tangled with countless wires. Jeff pulled out a dagger and stabbed the heart fiercely. At that moment, the elevator above him suddenly plummeted straight down toward him. In the nick of time, he managed to crawl out of danger. Later, Jeff returned with a rocket launcher, determined to destroy the strange heart for good. Just as he got into position, a gun was pressed against his back. It was the elevator's designer. Jeff knocked the gun away, and the two men engaged in a fierce fight. The female reporter arrived to help at the critical moment. Jeff lifted the rocket launcher, but the police showed up right after. He had to drop his weapon, and the reporter was quickly seized by the designer. As the man threatened them, a steel cable shot out from behind, wrapping tightly around his body and dragging him into the elevator. Jeff was also caught by the cable. The reporter kicked the rocket launcher over to him. Jeff aimed at the heart and fired. The strange heart was destroyed completely, and the malicious designer met his end. This is Changjiang Movie. See you next time.